press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello children, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you with the new lesson. The name of the lesson is The Beggar. This lesson was written by Anton Chekhov. He was born on 29th January 1860 in Russia. He was a playwright, short story writer and a Russian playwright. Okay, and here there are the works of Anton Chekhov, that is Three Sisters, The Bear, and also the orchard, the cherry orchard. Okay, so let's see about the lesson, The Beggar. Okay, so this is the last lesson of your supplementary textbook. Okay, so this lesson, The Beggar, is about a man who is begging. Okay, and after that, so because of some of a person who said something where that words changed the life of that beggar. Okay, so later he understood it, and then he changed his life, and he was hardworking man. Okay, so let's see in this lesson, so who is this beggar and what is the story and what is the background of this, what is the theme of the story here. Okay, what induced the beggar Loshkov to change his ways? Let's read and find out. Okay, so the beggar, the name of the beggar is Loshkov. Okay, to change, he changed his way because when he was met with somebody, so he was changed his way. So this story is set in Russia. Okay, so then let's see. So that's why here Anton Chekhov, he belongs to Russia. Okay, so I'm going to read this lesson. So one line by line I am explaining to you. Kind sir, have pity, turn your attention to a poor hungry man. For 3 days I have had nothing to eat. I haven't 5 kopecks for a lodging. I swear it before God. For 8 years I was a village school teacher, and then I lost my place through intrigues. I fell a victim to calumny. It is a year now since I have had anything to do. So here in this paragraph, the beggar is, the beggar, how they are begging so to the people. So like that he is also asking here, he is also begging there, kind sir. So he is kind sir means he is just saying the word to the public when they are moving. He is on the street, so he was looking at the public and people, he is saying like this, kind sir, they have to be a kind on this person, have pity. Okay, have pity, sympathize. Then turn your attention to a poor hungry man. So you just give attention, you have to pay attention to me, that is a man, I am standing there. Okay, so then for 3 days I have had nothing to eat. So say again he is continuing his words by saying like this. So since 3 days he is not having his meal, he has not eaten anything. I haven't 5 kopecks. 5 kopecks means it's an amount, so which is for a lodging. Okay, 5 kopecks means, the Russian currency, it is called as a ruble. Okay, and here 5 kopecks. So 1 kopek, it is equal to 100 of ruble. Okay, so I'm just telling about the currency of Russia. So ruble is this is the currency of Russia. So this kopecks, currency of Russia. So this kopek, it is also currency. It is a currency, but it is equal to, it is a 5 kopek. He need 5 kopek here. So this 5 kopek is equal to 1 ruble. Okay, is equal to 100 ruble. 100 of ruble. Okay, of a ruble. Five kopecks means 1 kopek. So here I just written it wrong here. So let's see here. So 1 ruble is equal to 100 kopecks. So now it is right. Okay. So 1 ruble is equal to kopecks. So in our country we have a rupee, Indian currency. So we call it as a rupee. So for a 1 rupee, it is equal to, that is 100 paisa, it is equal to 1 rupee. Or you may call it as 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. So like this, it is a 1 ruble is equal to 100 kopecks. Okay. So then here he needs a 5 kopecks for a lodging. So he didn't had the shelter. So that's why he needs the money to be a stay somewhere at the night. I swear it before a God. So he is saying here, I swear about God, I don't have anything to eat food, or I don't have money to lodge at night, okay, to stay at night. He said like this. For 8 years, I was a village school teacher. So again, he is continuing his story. Okay, so here he is telling, this beggar is telling here, so for 8 years he is working as a school teacher, and then I lost my place through intrigues. So suddenly he has lost his job because of some of the intrigues. Intrigues means, write down, so mention this meaning. This is make plans, make secret plans to do something illicit. Conspiracy, you may call it as a conspiracy. Somebody has done conspiracy against this beggar, so that's why he lost his job when he was working in a school. Okay, so this is, I fell a victim to calumny. Calumny means here the making of false and defamatory statement about someone in order to damage his or her reputation. So some of the colleagues, of his colleagues, they have planned, they have make a conspiracy against this person, against this beggar. So because of that, his reputation was damaged. So that's why he lost his job. Okay. Then he continues like this, and then I lost my place through intrigues. I fell a victim to calumny. It is a year now since I have had anything to do. So since 1 year, means a year, I am not having any work. So that's why I am begging here. So this paragraph is saying about the beggar, how he is asking, how he is begging. Okay, either it is a money or it is in a food. Okay, so he is begging here, and then he is telling these words to the people. Okay, so let's see next what happened in this lesson. Then the advocate Sergei looked at the ragged, fawn-colored overcoat of the suppliant, at his dull, drunken eyes, at the red spot on either cheek, and it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. So when this beggar was telling like this, he is saying his story. Okay, so the painful story he was telling, then suddenly there was a man, that is the name of the man is Sergei. He was a lawyer by profession. Okay, so he was an advocate. Okay, so you may call it as a lawyer. Advocate, then he looked at this beggar, looked at the rugged, fawn-colored overcoat of the suppliant. Suppliant means a person making a humble plea to someone in power or authority. Okay, so this person is showing humbleness to the beggar. Okay, so he is having humbleness and he is so pity. He is having sympathized towards this beggar, and then he is looking at this beggar. How? At his dull, drunken eyes. Okay, so the beggar, it was a dull and drunken eyes. He was a drunk, and then at the red spot on either cheek. So that beggar, here the description of the beggar. So there are some the red spots on his face, on his cheeks, and it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. So this lawyer was continuously staring at him, and he is just recalling that. So where did he watch this person? That is the beggar. Okay, so that person is just looking at him. So and he's because somewhere I have seen this man. Okay, so he's just recalling that person. He just wanted to identify it. That I had an offer of a position in the province of Kaluga. The mendicant went on, but I haven't the money to get there. Help me kindly. I am ashamed to ask, but I am obliged to by circumstances. Okay, so again this paragraph is continued by the beggar. These lines all belongs to beggar. Okay, so what he is saying here, I have now had an offer. So now he had an offer to go somewhere. So what is the place here? The province of Kaluga. So province of Kaluga, it is in the Russian province. Okay, so now he had offer offered to go to Kaluga place, okay, that for a work. Then the mendicant went on. The mendicant means he became beggar. So because he didn't had money, so that's why he become a beggar for a begging. Okay. Then went on, but I haven't the money to get there. So that's why he didn't had money to go to that place. So he had an offer. So like that he is giving a reasons to the public. Okay. So he's telling reasons to the people. Whoever will listen and they will just they will just pay some amount, pay some money to him. Okay. So like this they donate some amount of money if they listen this kind of a stories. So this is his intention. Then help me kindly, I am ashamed to ask. So then he says help me. So it's where your kindness to help me, and it's just ashamed to asking like this manner, but I am obliged. Obliged means he was forced to do the job like this, because he doesn't have money to go to the place called Kaluga. So that's why, because of this reason, I am just in this circumstances, by forcibly I am just asking, I am just begging here and just begging for money. Okay. So this is. Now Sergei's eyes fell on the man's over shoes, one of which was high and other low, and he suddenly remembered something. Sergei, I have told you in the second paragraph, the Sergei was a advocate. Suddenly he was looked at the shoes of this beggar. Okay. So when he was looked there, so one shoe which is a high and another shoe which is a low. Okay. There is a difference between the shoe which is wear by this beggar, and he suddenly remembered something. So when he was looked at the shoes, suddenly he was remember something. So what it is? Look here, it seems to me I met you the day before yesterday. So now Sergei is talking with this beggar. Okay, he is in conversation with that beggar, and he is telling that, look, so look here, it seems to me, I am just thinking like this, that I met you today, I met you the day before yesterday. So day before yesterday I have met you. So like this he said, in Sadovaya street. Sadovaya street. It is a Sadovaya street which belongs to the place of Russia. Okay, the street name. Then he said, but you told me then that you were a student, you had been expelled and not a village school teacher. Do you remember? Okay, so the advocate, now the story continues like this. Advocate here, Sergei, he was met this beggar day before yesterday. Okay, and then he was giving us some other reason. So what he was giving a reason, so that one was observed by this advocate, and now he is telling that. Okay, so what he is saying here, but you told me then that you were a student. So when I met you, you said me that you were a student and who had been expelled. Expelled means you will be restricted from the school and not a village school teacher. Today you are telling that you are a village school teacher, but you are not a village. So that day when I met you, so you given another reason that you said that, so you are a student and you were be restricted from the school. Okay, do you remember? Now he asked the question to this beggar. Do you remember that? So which one I am talking about? So he said, no, that can't be so. Mumbled the beggar, taken aback. I am a village school teacher. If you like, I can show you my papers. So again, he is not agreeing with the advocate's proof or whatever he is saying. So he is not agreeing it. So again he said, no, I am not that person. He was mumbled. Mumbled means with a low sound he was saying like that. Then he said, then taken aback. A little bit he just take his some words, and then he says, I am a village school teacher. It's true. I will, if you not believe me, I will show you my papers. Okay, papers means the proof which it is telling about he is a village school teacher. Okay, so like that the beggar was said to the advocate, have done with lying. You called yourself a student and even told me what you had been expelled for. Don't you remember? So this advocate, he has observed him and he was just talking with him. Okay, so when he was met this beggar, and now he understand that he is telling lie. This beggar is telling lie. So again he is telling here, you called yourself student. So when I met you, you said you are a student, and you tell me, you just said me the reason, you told me that reason why you are expelled from the college. Don't you remember? So again he was asked. Sergei flushed and turned from a rugged creature with an expression of disgust. Okay, so here Sergei flushed. Flushed means full of anger. Again, so Sergei was anger, advocate was anger by saying this word, and turned from the rugged creature. So he was turned with the creature. Now here writer is used to call this beggar, it's a creature, because he is telling lie. Something is strange and something is, it's not normal with this character. So that's why he's saying here is the creature, okay, with an expression of disgust. Okay, so he was with the expression, his expression is very anger and also very disgust, feeling of revulsion or a strong disapproval aroused by something, okay, something which is unpleasant or offensive. So this person has done offense, okay, you know, because he's telling lie. So when that lawyer was, what that advocate was met with him, he was giving another reason, another story. But today he is giving some different story. So now this person is offensive. Okay. So the expression of the advocate is like this to the beggar. Okay. Then this is the dishonesty. This is dishonesty, my dear sir. He cried angrily. This is swindling. I shall send the police for you. Damn you. Okay, so now the Sergei said to the this beggar, this is dishonesty. You are not honest. You are showing dishonesty, my dear sir. So again he said, my dear sir, with angrily, not happily, with angrily words he said, my dear sir, this is dishonest what you are telling this. He cried angrily. He said very angrily, this is swindling. Swindling means cheating a person off for money. So the beggar is cheating. So he not took any amount or something, because that day he was giving some other reason and now he is giving some different reason. That means he just make idiots to the people, and then he was begging money, and the people should pay the attention then if they were telling the reasons and telling the stories like this. Okay, then I shall send the police for you. Damn you. So damn you, when we use these words, like when we are cursing someone. Okay, so when we are cursing somebody, so then it is using, that is called damn you. I shall send the police for you. So that advocate had warned to the beggar, so I will call to the police. Okay, sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart, the fact is I was lying. I am neither a student nor a school teacher. All that was fiction. Formerly, I sang in a Russian choir and was sent away for drunkenness. But what else can I do? I can't get along without lying. No one will give me anything when I tell the truth. What can I do? So now he tells the exact reason. Okay, so the beggar is saying the exact reason, the right reason. So why he is begging and why he said, why he is saying lying, why he was lying here. Okay, sir. So he said to the advocate, sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart. So he put his hand on his heart and said, the fact is I was lying. Yes, actually I am telling lie. Okay, I am neither a student. Actually, I am not a student nor a school teacher. All that was the fiction. Fiction means false. So whatever he said, the stories, the two stories he said to the public, to the people, and also advocate, that are the lies. Okay. Formerly means before this, I sang in a Russian choir. Actually, he was working in a Russian choir. Russian choir means it is a kind of musician group. Okay, so there he was singing there. Okay, in that group, and was sent away for drunkenness. So this beggar, when he was in job of some of the music group, okay, he was singing there. So he is also part of the some of the group. So then he was drinking a lot. So because of this drunkenness, so they have sent him. So they have not given his job. Okay, but what else can I do? So again he says, what can I do now? So I don't have, so no one is giving work to me. I have lost my job. So if, again he gives the reason, I can't get along without lying. So I have to say lie. Otherwise I can't live. So he said, no one will give me anything when I tell the truth. What can I do? Actually, nobody pays attention to me when I say the truth. So that's why I'm lying. If I lie, they pay the attention and they will give me money. So this is the reason why this beggar is telling lies here. Okay. What can you do? You ask what can do? So he was angry. Advocate was very angry about this beggar. Okay, because of the dishonesty, because he was lying. So then he said, what can you do? Then you are asking like that, what you can do? Cried Sergei, coming close to him. Again he was come close to the beggar and he said, work. He went near to the beggar and said, work. That's what you can do. So what you can do is, you have to work. You should work. You must work. So you must work. So work is the only reason to resolve your problems. Then you will not beg. Okay. So this one was said by the advocate, Sergei. Work. Yes, I know that myself, but where can I find work? So now the beggar is said these words. Work, yeah, I know that work is very important, but where I can find work? So he asked the question, how would you like to chop wood for me? So now advocate, that is Sergei, is here he is offering a job. So if it is okay to you, if you cut the wood, if you chop the wood, means it's a cut the wood. For me, I wouldn't refuse to do that. But in these days, even skilled woodcutters find themselves sitting without bread. Okay. So now the beggar is giving a reason, because he was a drunken. Okay, he was a drunken and he wants just begging. His work is begging, and now he is giving a reason to just change the topic. Okay, like to have to escape from this lawyer. I would want to work. Yes, I am also wanted to work, but it is a kind of a skilled job. So wood cutting, it is a kind of a skilled job, and even those people also, the wood skilled people, means the who are cutting the wood, so they only sitting at home without work and money. Okay, so he given the reason like this, because he don't want to work, he doesn't want to work. So for this sake, he is giving some reasons. Will you come and chop wood for me? So then Sergei said, so will you come to me and you can chop that wood for me? Yes, sir, I will. Then he says, he agreed. Yes, sir, I can do it. I will do it. Very well. Well, soon find out. Okay. So we will find out our place. So he was agreed it. So both of them, they were agreed. Sergei hastened along, rubbing his hands. He called his cook out of the kitchen. So they went to the home. So Sergei, he just took this beggar to the home, and there was a cook. In that house, there was a cook. Okay, cook means, who prepares the cook here. Who prepares the food. So that is called cook. Sergei hastened, walked hurriedly. So Sergei very hurriedly, he just went, rubbing his hands. He was rubbing his hands. He just went inside. He called his cook out of the kitchen. So that cook, he was in the kitchen and he was preparing food or meal to the Sergei. And he called her. Here, Olga, he said, take this gentleman into the woodshed and let him chop wood. So Olga, she is a cook. Okay, and there she was preparing a meal for a Sergei. And now advocate had Sergei was ordered him to take this person to the woodshed. Okay, then chop wood and let him chop wood. So leave there and he can chop the wood, means cut the wood. The scarecrow of a beggar shrugged his shoulders as if in perplexity and went irresolutely after the cook. Okay, so scarecrow, the scarecrows. In the farmlands, in the agriculture field, so the man, it's a kind of a doll or something. It is kind of a human being. It is keeping there. Okay, putting there. It's just for to just the crows or any birds, it should not attack on the crops or the field. So for that sake, the scarecrows are there on the field. Scarecrow means, so it's only the man-made thing, okay. So they have put there, they have keep there to avoid the attacks of the birds and the crows, okay. So it is a human kind of a picture, that is a figure. Then, so that is called scarecrow. So now here beggar is also look like a scarecrow which is shrugged his shoulder. So he is little bit upwards. The shrugged means his shoulder, it is was a little bit upwards, as if in perplexity. Perplexity means, yeah, state of being puzzled, and he is also in confused. You know, he was giving a reason not to work, but now he is in confused because he can't go anywhere. Otherwise, he just called the police. Who? This advocate. So that's why he just, without saying anything, with the hesitation, he just went with Olga, and now he was in confused manner. He was in confused and he was in dilemma, and went irresolutely after the cook. Hesitantly, undecidedly after the cook. So he followed the cook with undecided mind, okay. It was obvious from his gait that he had not consented to go. So by his gestures, so we can understand that he is not ready to do the work, okay. So get means walk. So by his walking, so it is looking like that he is not ready to do that work. That is the chopping of wood. And chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work. Why he was doing like this? Why he was going like this? Because he is hungry and also and wanted work. So he feels hungry and also he wants some work. So that's why he went inside. Chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work, but simply from pride and shame, and because he had been trapped by his own words. Okay, so he just wanted to lead his simple life. So now he was caught, okay, caught because he was trapped. He was caught with his own words. So he can't say no to the advocate and he have to go. So undecidedly also he have to go and do the work, okay. Then it was obvious too that his strength had been undermined by vodka. Vodka means it's a kind of a alcohol drink. So here, because he was a drunken, so always he is using, always he just use this kind of a drink that is called vodka. Because of that drinking, so he is mentally and physically, it is not balanced. Okay, it is not balanced. It is a kind of he lost his energy. Okay, then strength had been undermined. Undermined means reduced. His strength, his energy was completely exhausted because of the drink, that is vodka, and that he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for a toil. So now because of that drinking, so he just seems like he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination. Inclination means there is no interest for toiling, to chop the wood for hard work. Sergei hurried into the dining room. So Sergei was hurriedly, he went to the dining room. From its windows, one could see the woodshed and everything that went on in the yard. Standing at the window, Sergei saw the cook and the beggar come out into the yard by the back door and make their way across the dirty snow to the shed. Olga, glared wrathfully at her companion, shoved him aside with her elbow, unlocked the shed and angrily banged the door. Okay, so now Sergei, he was hurriedly went to the dining room. He just wanted to look this person, that is the beggar. Okay, so then he was looking out from the window, okay, which is there in the dining room, and he could see the woodshed. From there he could see the woodshed and everything that went on in the yard. So whatever the things are happening in the yard and also woodshed, he can see it from the dining room windows, out of the windows. So standing at the window, he was looking out from the window. Then Sergei saw the cook and the beggar come out into the yard. So then suddenly the both of them, Olga and the beggar, they both were moving towards the woodshed. Okay, they are in the yard and they are going to the woodshed by the back door and make their way across the dirty snow to the shed. So everywhere the snow was covered. Okay, so they were going towards the shed to cut the wood. Olga glared wrathfully at her companion. So when they moved to the shed, so Olga, she was with the hatredness, he was looked at this beggar with the hatred eyes, showed him aside. Showed means pushed him. So she was pushed him and aside with her elbow, unlocked the shed and angrily banged the door. Okay, banged the door means she was opened the door with very angrily and she pushed to that beggar. Okay, by slightly with her elbow. Okay, so this is the today's story. So how this beggar, he was caught with his own words. Okay, and now he can't say no to the that advocate Sergey, because if he rejected the words that what he said, then he will call the police. The advocate, he will call the police, and then he was handed over to him because he is lying to the people. Okay, he was lying to the people, and he just, by telling lies, he just robbing money. Robbing money is not huge money, only for because he doesn't want to do work. So because of that reason, and now this advocate understood what he needs, that is the work. Okay, so now he takes that beggar to his home, and there he was offered some of the job, and he is ready to do it, that work. Okay, so this is about the today's class. I hope that all are understanding this lesson. So we will continue in the next class. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.